All right, welcome everybody to the Fast Start training. Real excited here today. We've just got done dropping off my brother Brian Swan, who many of you know, Brian of the Unstoppable family. He's actually rendezvousing up with Rhonda, his wife, of course, and some of the other team leaders. They're meeting up in Panama City. So they're going to be doing a weekend powwow. There's always, everyone is always, all the leaders are always trying to stay ahead of the game. So it's always beneficial for everybody to share information and meet up periodically. So that way everybody can offer the best resources and the most up-to-date knowledge. So for those of you that are new, I will recommend that you attend the weekly tribe hangouts, which are Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Sometimes that is adjusted depending if there's a conflict in schedules. But definitely make sure to be a part of that because there's always new updates and new things in the works. You may have already seen the post about the mastermind event coming up in Nashville, and we have opened up registration for that. You do have to be at the black card level or the all-in level with the Empower Network in order to attend. But you will see increasingly more information on that, and we're getting really pumped and excited to be launching some new different funnels that they're working on this weekend. So they got the film crew and everything ready to offer the best of the best. So with that, I will. I'm going to turn off my camera here just so the recording doesn't drag at all. And then I'm going to walk through I got a quick slide presentation to kind of show you what we're going to be focused on today, and then I'm going to walk through some of the different places and resources where you can find the information at. So, all right. So, of course, the focus today is we're going to talk a little bit about the migration to the Kalatu blog. And the Kalatu blog, as I mentioned before, it's a new blogging platform. The previous blogging platform, it is going to be disappearing in the next couple months. So I do recommend, if you've already been with Empower Network for a while and have been blogging, to migrate that information over. It will carry over your post and information. I've actually been with Brian and Rhonda and the Empower Network for over a year, and I've had my previous blog set up, so I was a little reluctant to carry over all the information at first, but the way they have it set up now, it's an automated system, so it will carry over everything that you would like, and then you can delete what you don't. So let me see if I can get to the next screen here. So on the last Fast Start call, and I do the calls every 2 weeks, we talked a little bit about where to find the different resources in Empower Network, the iPass-2, and also the Facebook groups. The Facebook groups that we have, you may be part of the Unstoppable family, you may be part of the Love and Light team, or under John Penberthy. That umbrella we call the Freedompreneur Academy. So we do have our Facebook group, the Freedompreneur Academy, where all three groups can come together and share information. And the Unstoppable team and Love and Light and John, they have some of the team specialty groups, which has maybe a little bit more interaction for things that are happening just within those teams. But we are underneath the same umbrella in Empower Network, and that's where we've come together and share the resources for the Freedompreneur Academy. And you'll see a lot of great information, especially with the mastermind events, so where we can benefit and leverage each other's talents and strengths. And some of the platforms of interest that you may already have been aware of is when you are getting your blog blog rolling, one of the first things you may hear people talking about is really the attraction marketing aspect of personalizing your blog. And part of that is to actually map your domain name over to a URL, which is the domain name that you type in right at the top of your browser window that makes it very specific to you. So one thing I do want to mention about that with the Empower Network, since it is such a strong organization and there's so many people blogging, that there's literally there's thousands of different similar blog links using the Klaatu blog. That, for one, is actually a benefit because it helps rankings right off the bat. So even if you've never blogged before, you do have some precedence in the marketplace. But what you can do is you can purchase a domain name. The domain register that I prefer is GoDaddy. It's relatively cheap. They're about $10 a year. You can even get discount codes for less. So you can buy a domain name anywhere that you choose. And with the Klaatu blog, you do not have to purchase the hosting service. And that's really where the Klaatu blog is used for. So they basically act as your hosting service for that. And the other one that you may be familiar with, especially if you've come through the iPass funnel, is the GetResponse. And the GetResponse is your autoresponder. And autoresponder it's a way that you can actually capture the information of leads that actually click on your link and want to find out more about you. But not only maintaining that information of communication, it allows you to write a series of different emails that automatically are generated, so everyone receives pertinent information that you want everybody to have. And of course, sending out an email to everybody on a daily basis or weekly basis, whatever you prefer, that's that's up to the discretion, of course, for yourself of how often you want to communicate with your audience. So GetResponse right now is the preferred method because that is integratable with iPass, and so that's the one that we normally will be focusing on for discussion purposes. So with the Klaatu blogging platform, we just mentioned I was talking about the migration from the legacy blog. So if you see legacy blog or hear the term END2, that's basically the old blogging platform that has been now upgraded to the Klaatu, and the automated system in your back office of Empower Network makes it really easy to transfer. And of course, watch for the tutorials, which I will show you on the Klaatu blog. There's new tutorials and videos that in fact, it's on the left-hand side, which I'll show you. But since it is a newer blogging platform, there's always some different bugs and quirks that may have to be fine-tuned. So it is constantly being updated. So if you're not quite sure if something's been fixed or something's struggling, definitely check out the tutorial section. That's always being updated. And then, of course, in addition to the other resources, there's a lot of other team members that actually do use a lot of helpful hints that they post on their blogs that you can find by doing a Google search. So chances are, if there is an issue that you may have struggled with and you do a Google search, you'll very likely find some different information that others have posted on their blog, and you can leverage off that as well. So just some helpful hints while you're getting started here. Many of the different helpful hints how that people have found success with may or may not work best for you. So you may want to try a couple different options, especially when you're looking at different applications and online websites, for maybe restructuring, let's say making an image a different size. And of course, Mac, sometimes they have their own built-in application. So anyway, definitely maybe test around and go with what you feel comfortable with. Of course, always ask for suggestions. Don't let anything just get one little technical difficulty. Don't let it get you hung up. If something's not exactly as you envision, it's all right until you can find the answer. Move on, try a few different things, and of course challenge yourself. But the most important thing is if you've learned a helpful hint and of course have reached out to others for help, share the love. Make sure that you can pass on that information to help others. We really pride ourselves on a good healthy communication within the tribe, but definitely do your due diligence and take a look and see if you can find the answer first. All right. Okay, and I'm going to be passing this over shortly here to Phil Wilson, and he is going to talk about a few different apps that he's found, just as suggestions that might be helpful to you. So I have a few here. Don't worry about writing these down. If you, of course, always have a pen and paper ready to take notes during the discussion. But I will be posting up the recording along with the slide presentation in the back office of the Facebook group. So these are a few different resources that he'll be sharing with you, in addition to some online resources and websites that you might find useful. And I did put this on here that will be on the slide presentation. There are some different sizes that are specific for images that will be very helpful to have when you are customizing your Kalatsu blog. It is by default. They do have the different banners and ads that are already built in, but if you do want to do some customization that we're going to touch on today, these are some of the sizes that you might find helpful. All right, and just a moment, let me real briefly go into Facebook here. Okay, so the one thing that I did want to mention about where the recording and the PowerPoint's going to be located at, the Freedompreneur Academy, which many of you, if not all of you, are a member of, can access the file section. And this is the same for the Unstoppable team. So those of you that are focused on the Unstoppable team, I updated in both locations, the Freedompreneur Academy and the Unstoppable team, or tribe as we like to mention, the file section. So that's right underneath the banner section here. You can see the screen. You hit Files, and depending on which one's been updated, you may have to scroll down a little bit. But the fast start is right up at the top because I did add the PowerPoint presentation from last week. So that's why it's up at the top here. We also have some different documentation for some different suggestions for new member engagement. So once you do have a new member, and if you're new, you're not quite sure where to go, definitely take a look at some of these resources in addition to the weekly tribe hangout. And we like to have a lot of fun, and in addition to sharing the most pertinent information that's available at the time. So if you haven't done so, you can go under the past weekly tribe hangout, check out the different recordings. I'll have this updated. But the most important link that you'll see is right up here at the top. And when you click on this, this is basically the rotating website that we use for our weekly tribe hangouts. And the internet's dragging a little bit. But before we go live with the weekly session, you can always come here and find last week's recording for some reason if you did miss it. You can see Rhonda's red nose here. Love the frame on that one. But anyway, so you can always come here, and up at the top, we also have this to where you can actually replace the username up at the top and make it your own. So that way, if you want to direct people to the website, you can refresh it and pass this link on to different prospects. When it's an open meeting, you'll be notified of that. And of course, we have the comment section and everything down here. So just going back to the file section here, a lot of great resources there. And let me check here. That's kind of where I wanted to stop for right now before I go into some of the different settings for the Kalatu blog. So let me see if Phil, are you ready to rock with some of the tips and resources?
Yeah, can I take my face on?
Yeah. All right. Give me just a moment. I'm going to change the presenter over to Phil. So just a minute here. Okay. Just a moment here. All right, just a minute. Let me make sure that Phil is good here. All right.
Right.
All right.
So can you guys hear me loud and clear?
All right.
Can you hear me?
You are good to go, brother.
First of all, it's good to see everyone. Well, I can't really see you, but I'm guessing you're all here, which is awesome. Today, I'm actually just going to talk a little bit about apps that you can use for, like, I don't know, for like photos, if you want to put words on photos and everything, because it might not seem like a big deal, but infographics are so big these days that, yeah, it's just going to give you a few little things that can help you out with things. Like, for example, if you want to modify your photos, things like the app Pixlr, that can be used on both Mac and Apple, as well as Snapseed. They're like my two favorite. And then once you want to get into like putting word photos, the one hands down the best, WordSwag. I'll show you a little bit about it in a second. But yeah, and also one more that you want to have a look at is Splice. Splice is awesome. It's pretty much like Snapchat, but you get to save everything. So like you take little videos and then you can like add them all together with a song over the top from your like your music playlist, which is sick. And I mean, if you're wanting to like make some content, like that's perfect. Like everyone wants to see who the voice is behind the blog. So yeah, so Splice, Snapseed, WordSwag, and Pixlr, they're all going to be in the document, so don't worry about it too much. I'll show you what they do as well in a sec. And if you haven't got, well, everyone's got a phone obviously, but there's also some online programs if you want to modify your programs, like change shapes and, you know, do this and that, like make them a little bit better. The trick is too not to intensify the photos too much. Everyone tends to like change the brightness a million and make it all like, I don't even know the words for it, but you don't need to do that. They say the best photos are the ones that don't get modified the most. And then, of course, if you've got a Mac, you want to have iPhoto. It's free. Download that. iMovie is free as well, so download that. And on Windows, get Movie Maker. And it's pretty shameful, but I still use Paint, and it kicks ass. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit about the banners on your Kalatu blog, because I personally don't like them. So I'm going to show you what you can do to change them, because they also lead back to Empower Network, but I like promoting iPass because I like iPass better. So I'll show you a bit about that now. Does that show my screen now? Sweet. All right. Okay, so just for an example, like this photo here. Oh, this one. See, that's with WordSwag. It's real simple, real easy. That photo actually hasn't been modified apart from that little thing, but the writing just looks so good there. So that's WordSwag as well. And okay, we'll go to this. Don't mock my blog. I've actually just started it, but see that banner at the bottom? That banner to me looks really ugly. So what I'm going to show you how to do is like this, the right size to do to change it, because it's pretty hard. I actually made a banner before, but it was the wrong size and it looked bad. So after a little bit of research, the bottom banners, like, don't worry, this will be in the resources as well, but you want to make the size of it 1000 by 200 pixels, and for side banners, it's 400 by 800. Once again, it'll be in the thing. To find iPass banners, if you want to use the standard iPass banners, what you do is write an iPass banner in Google, click Images, then click Search Tools. After that, you'll come to the size section, click exactly 1000 by 200, and then boom, you've got all these different ones. And the good thing is too, once you get them and upload them to your Kalatu blog, you can change the length, so you can obviously with iPass you can say what it says at the end, like might be a Kalatu bottom or Kalatu side or whatever, but that's all there. The same goes for the right. You do the same 400 by 800, and then you'll see all these that you can change to yourself, or even if you want to do, once again, sorry I'm in Paint, but if you want to make your own banner, all you have to do is go New, and then it'll show up there. Just say don't save, and then you click Resize, and then you go Maintain Aspect Ratio, you take that away, and then if I was doing a side one, it would be 400 by 800 pixels, and then boom, you've got perfect banner size. That way you can chuck whatever in, and then it will show up nice size on your Kalatu blog. And yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's really simple, like all that sort of thing, and the photos come out great. You could even just have a blank photo. Oh, also the buttons, like everyone loves buttons on their thing. Same thing again, just look up blank buttons, whatever size you want. Can do the same thing again. So yeah, pretty much you could just chuck your own photo. You could use any of the photo creation software to write a few words and then chuck the button on the bottom. Boom, you've got your own banner. It's quick and easy, and I mean, everyone's going to want to do it one day because I don't like them still anyway. Anyway, going back to it, one more thing. If people are feeling pretty out there and want to do some HTML coding, I've found this site called w3schools.com. It's actually really good because it shows you tutorials, it tells you how to do everything. It might seem a little bit over the top for just the new people, but I mean, if you wanna really do it, it's there. And it shows you how to chuck images into HTML coding, like, which is like you can just do with like adding a text into your blog post. I'll show it later anyway. So you just copy that, put whatever your picture's called in there, and then paste, and then yeah. But yeah, you'll get the hang of it. There's a tutorial that tells you everything head to toe, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Gonna jump back, Toddy? Yeah, so I hope everyone's pumping it too. You'll be surprised how powerful blogs are. These are the sort of things that last forever. So I mean, don't think that if you put a blog up, you're going to expect instant traffic. But I mean, the more you do it, the more content you're getting out there, and it's going to last for a long time. It's so good. Like I'm seeing people getting big hits off their blogs they wrote 3 months ago, 2 months ago. It's like ridiculous. And the more you do, the more traffic you're going to get at the end of the day. So I mean, yeah, keep up the blogs. I'm only just starting it now because I realized how powerful it was. So yeah, that's another thing to think about. Anyway, I'll pass you back to Toddy. Hope you're all having a good day. Woo!
Awesome, awesome. Thanks a lot, Phil. That's great information. I'm going to see about taking over the screen here for just a minute. All right. First off, let me ask Phil real quick here. Is everybody hearing us okay, and with Phil coming through clear?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Okay, couple hands up. Let's see. Okay, I hear yes. Okay, okay. All right, there was some difficulties with messaging, so yeah, hopefully everything's coming through, and I see a couple hands up, so we're going to have a questions and answers section here towards towards the end here. In fact, I don't have too much specific that I wanted to go into a lot of detail about, because I do have some previous recordings of the fast start that are located in the file section that I mentioned. But let me browse through and just so everybody's kind of familiar with where the resources are with the Klaatu. Okay, on the unique course. Okay, in the Klaatu blog, there's a tutorial down here. And right now they do have just a few listed here for domain tutorials, 21-day plugins, some different setup features. So definitely familiarize yourself with these if you're looking for some different things while you're going through the setup process. They do have this section here, so that's definitely a great resource. And let me jump into the Empower Network for just a minute here. In the back office here, I did want to also point out that they do have, under the Tools section here, they do have a Walkthrough section here. So they do have some different ones that I would recommend just kind of going down 1, 2, 3, 4, and just go through and take a look at some of these. You might find the answer that you're looking for right in that section, and of course then it will take you into your when you go into My Account. Of course you can go into the home, and of course access your Klaatu blog right through the back office there. So let's see. One other thing that I did have some questions about was when you are setting up the different capture pages and bridge video, that you do have a training in the back office, in the file section of the Facebook group, which in fact Mike and Regina Van de Velden, we went through that when they were actually down here in Bocas hanging out, kind of like how I've had the opportunity to spend some time with Phil. And so that goes into a little bit more detail, but some people were asking about what they actually need in order to establish that. And in the GET response, as most of you may already have a GET response linked to your iPass account, they do have over here on the right-hand side, they do have a landing pages feature, and I'm going to go in and just I have this activated. It's like $15 a month. So between the autoresponder and my lead page capture pages, you can make as many as you want. Right before here, I've actually done a little bit of a use this for demonstration. So I just actually created a couple today, but it is relatively simple here. And I'm going to go through and just kind of show you a quick little basic functionality of what you have back here. They may have a trial for that. I'm not 100% sure on that. But they do have all the built-in templates for like opt-in pages, for sales pages. For most of what you'll be looking for, you can use different templates and opt-in pages, where a lot of times I will go in and just pick a random template that I like, that's very equivalent to maybe a size image that I would like. And it is taking a little bit while this is uploading here. But you can go through and always delete anything that you don't want. And it's basically a drag and drop feature. So if I wanted to put in an opt-in form up here, I could put in maybe an additional image. If you wanted to put some text in here, when you go to hit the text, it's just basically like a Word document where it has a the different drop downs. You can change the color, size, anything like that. So it's pretty user friendly. So for those of you that do want something simple and easy to start with, this is a good way to go. You can actually change your background image to anything that you may have used before. You can download your own own pictures. So just be aware of that. It's a real great integration, and when you do use the GetResponse, you don't have to worry about linking your autoresponder and skipping any steps. So when you do have like the opt-in form, it's pretty much ready to go. So that's it kind of for a nutshell there. Once again, I'll show you in the files section under the Fast Start trainings. We go into a little bit more detail. This one from like December 19th. This will go into a little bit of details with that. So once again, when I was going through the slide presentation, it's a little bit of preference. If there is one easy, quick way that everybody did everything the same, it would kind of take some of the fun out of it. So I recommend just, of course, making everything personalized. Follow some of the instructions. Watch what other people are doing, but of course, make sure you're doing what feels comfortable with you. Not everybody's going to write emails the same way. Maybe not have the same presentation for capture pages. So you'll have a lot of fun playing with some of the capture page functionality. In fact, I'm going to go back. Let me see if I can just exit out of this. So in that too, like I said, I actually took an old one and decided that I like the layout, so I duplicated it. And then you can always just change the picture. So if you want to find out if people are responding to one picture better than another, you can do that as well. They have split testing up here. So just be as creative as you want. You can definitely do different tests with images to see who responds. You could always just change the background image and play around with that. So bam. So, all right. Right now, I'm going to go through some of the different questions that you may have, and Phil, make sure to jump in at any time that you want. If you think of something that comes to mind that you might want to share with everybody that they might find helpful. But let me go into the questions. Let's see. All right, John. I see that you mentioned a couple strong cups of coffee to be here. We appreciate it. Not sure what time it is for you, but yes, we do have some people on the opposite end of the globe, which is probably the very early morning hours. So I do appreciate everyone that spent the effort to make it here today. Let's see. Valerie asked, maybe show a slow example, step by step, showing how to add images into Paint. Show how to add the button. Phil, is this something that you could maybe walk through and show, give a little demonstration relatively quick?
Yeah, bro. So,
all right. Let me change the, let me pass over the screen here. And let me have Phil do a quick walkthrough here.
Alrighty, am I loud and clear?
Okay, yep.
Alrighty, sweet. So you want to know about the button adding. That's cool. That's cool. I'll show you. Okay, so for example, like, I'm just going to take this for an example to start with because I haven't got a photo ready or anything. So what I'll do is, to start with, I'd say I want to do this banner, but click here to get the free account. That was before the launch, so like I'd want to change that, so to speak. So what I'll do is I'd save image as that, whatever it is, and then I'd open it, see it there, go open with Paint, open it with Paint, and I can't use this, so I will get rid of it pretty quickly. Catch you later. Now, I would go to, say, yeah, for example, whatever button you want, like show me how, learn more, for example, it's all there. All the buttons pop up. Say I want learn more. You just click on it, it shows up there, go copy image, go back to Paint, and then go paste. It turns up here, and then, yeah, if you want to change the size, click resize, change it with pixels, and then, yeah, change it to whatever size you want, and then boom, like there's your new button. Piece of cake, real easy.
Hey, Phil, if you could just maybe, I think some people might have missed it. When you went to go resize, can you maybe just show how to unlink so you can show a different dimension in case you want to elongate it or in the resize?
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Well, typically, because they come out quite nice to start with, if you're wanting to put a long series of words, I'd look up the long series of words first, because Paint isn't the best of software, so it'll pixelate. So like, I'll give you an example. Like you can choose blank buttons too if you were to put in your own wording, but I'd typically try to look for something that's there first because it just looks a little bit better. If you wanted to say make this one smaller, I wouldn't use the diagonal tool because that'll just make it real weird. But say you just wanted to bring it down a little bit, like say to 60, just press resize, press OK, and see it comes a little bit smaller. And see how you can see it's starting to pixelate a little bit. So when you're searching for your logo, make sure you press the show sizes one and get it relatively close to where you want it to have. And you can find that out also by when you go when you've got your select tool and you do just whatever size you want your button to be. Down the bottom you'll see it says 659-42px, and then the next one it says 258 times 72px. That 258 times 72 is the size that you've highlighted, so you'd want to find a button close to that. So hopefully that will show you guys a little bit more. Is there any more questions on that one, Todd?
Yeah. Let's see if if everybody can still hear me. Yeah, and the one thing when you were showing on the resize there is that one button to maintain aspect ratio, I believe is the terminology. So
yeah, that comes yeah.
So yeah, you want to just briefly mention what that one does?
Yeah, okay, so say for example, I don't want that either. I'm not really good at this, it's too fast. Alright. So just say I got that, and I'm like, yeah, I want to make it like, I don't know, just 10% smaller. I could go 10%. And see it changed the horizontal as well because maintain aspect ratio is on. If that wasn't on though, and that would stay at 100, then it would just turn out a little bit different. Like I'll do a big difference one. Show you. So vertical, I'm going to make it 300, and just look what happens. Like the horizontal stays the same, and then it looks really bad. So you don't want to do that. Yeah. But yeah. Once again, if you can try to find the button on there as close to whatever size you want as possible. See, 300 times 95, that's a good size for what I wanted. See, if I put like a 578 by 206, it's too big, so I'd have to resize it, and then it'll just get a little bit more pixelated. And all the buttons that you could ever possibly want are there. I mean, you can look up like show me how button, and then like all these show me how, show me more, show me the details, yes, show me, and it's just like learn more. It's all there. Like I don't really know many other buttons that you'd need to know. So yeah, that's all there. All you got to do is right click, or click on it first, sorry, so it loads properly, then go right click, save image as, and then yeah, just paste it straight in, and then yeah. Do you want me to do one more example, Todd? I'll do one more quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, just so everyone didn't miss it, I'll say learn more. Okay. Did I just do that one? Okay, I just did that one. I'm going to say, show me how. Okay, so that's a good size, 300 by 75. 75 is not too big, so click on that, right click, copy image, and then I'll go to my other blank one I made, and I'll go paste, drag it roughly to where I want it, and see, look, that's a good size, and it looks pretty, so everyone's happy.
Awesome. In fact, yeah, that kind of leads into another question that was asked about. Julie asked, you know, if these are for, if these banners are for fan pages, blogs, or anything. But really, if you maybe give some, I don't know if you want to give examples, but really, they can be for anywhere that you want to place these. And kind of going into what, let me see, there was a question here that Liz asked if you could give maybe a quick demonstration on how you connect a link, you know, to a new iPass banner that you create.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. I'll do that. Yeah, it's not too hard. It's pretty quick. I figured it out this morning because I only just started using Kalatu this morning, but that's cool. So let's say I like this one. I'll just quickly save it. Save as, what do we have? 11111. Perfect. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so Kalatu. So what you do is you would come back to, give me 2 seconds. Okay, so you go to posts, click on post and go add new. Now, yeah, lucky this is getting recorded because this might confuse you. Add new, sorry, I didn't go to that. And what you do is add media. So I will just upload one. What was that? Downloads. Okay, I'm not prepared for this, but I'll just wing it. There we go, 111. It's PNG, hopefully it'll work. Yep. Okay, and see, okay, so that's now selected, and what you want to do is come down the side, and it says link to, and then your custom URL. That's what you want to choose, and then, for example, say if it's for my sales funnel, I just go brokenlist.com. I go insert into post. You don't actually have to post it, and there it pops up right there. And then what you do now is you go text, like it was on visual, go text, and see this code here. That's what you need. And then what you do is highlight the code, press copy, and then we will go back to where is it? Widgets. That's what we want to do, widgets. Leave this page, don't worry about it, you don't need it anymore, you've got your code. Okay, now once you're in widgets, say for example this was a sidebar, oh this was a footer one in. Yeah, so what I do is footer center, and you can fit 3 nicely it says. So what you do is you grab text, and you pull text into it. And see how it says text, arbitrary text or HTML, and what you created before was a HTML, so you press paste, that's in there. Press save, and it's got the code and everything in there ready to rock and roll, and that should be job done. Save, yep, she's all saved. And then if you look at it, it should pop up. I wouldn't trust my one though because I've been playing around with it too much. I'll just refresh this. See, it's popped up there. Mine was the wrong size. I was just showing you an example, but yeah, see it popped up there, so you'd want to choose center and make it the same size as this, which was 1000 by 200. So that's how it's done.
Okay. Yeah, and I think on the example, you used your brokenlimit.com, but if you're using an iPass link, all you need to do is go into the into your iPass back office, and whichever link you would like that to direct to. Do you happen to have your iPass open, Phil, that you can just show them where to grab the links in iPass?
Yeah, I'll just go through it now quickly. Okay, I'll just jump into my iPass. Hopefully the internet's a bit faster. Okay, here we go. Okay, so always go to the Marketing Center for your iPass links. See that nice black membership there? And then it'll come first thing up, it'll come with is promo links. Nope. So then you can choose which one you want. My personal favorite is Copy a Millionaire. I don't know if you guys want to do it. And you've got all the different ones here, like you've got the checkout page, you've got the pre-sale page, which is good if you want to put your own personal touch in, or else the capture pages. If you want to use my capture page, it's the second one. So then you just go copy, and then that would be the link you'd chuck in. I'll just show you, like, I'd have to throw the photo in, but you can modify it again here if you want. You just change that from that to that. And my ID for this would be Falatu Bottom, and then click save. So then if someone clicks on that picture anywhere, like it looks like you have to click the button, but if you clicked anywhere on that photo, it'll straight redirect them. I'll even show you just to make sure. I'm just fingers crossed right here. Yeah, it'll work. And then click that, and then what do we have? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so that worked a treat. Perfect.
All right. Yeah, that's awesome. And with the, in fact, you can see the screen right now that he's on about the iPass and the promotion link. In the file section that I mentioned with the from December 19th it was, where I go through a capture and bridge video, I do mention how or illustrate how you can actually go through and put your bridge video in there, which you could do like on the exactly. Bill is showing you right there the edit button in the pre-sale page, and you can shoot a little. I don't know. Let me ask Phil here. For something like a quick bridge video that you're going to be linking to a video for like into the iPass system, I usually recommend probably a minute or under. Is that maybe? Would you agree with that, Phil?
Yeah, for sure. I personally believe short and sweet. So I'm always keep it around 40 seconds. 40 seconds is good, and I really do recommend you do a little bridge video just because it just makes it more personal. I've been talking to all my members lately, and they've all told me, just actually seeing me and not just an offer actually changed their whole perception on the thing. Like it, I don't know if you want to. It makes heaps of difference for sure. I probably can't stream it because the internet's so bad here.
All right. Okay. All right. We're going through. Let me just kind of take a look. I think we covered most of these. Okay. I think we addressed most of the questions. I did see a comment about the migration from the old legacy blog into the Kalatu. I actually just did mine yesterday, and everything seemed to carry over. Let me just show you real quick here. Yeah, I'm taking it back right now. Okay, Bill, can you see my screen now? Okay, awesome. So, actually, since I just did this the other day, I haven't gone through and checked every single post, but it does seem that they did come through. Now, when let me move a couple things around. So let me go into some of my old posts here. Okay, so you do notice when they do carry over, you're going to see this where it says EN_migrate, and that is actually a category, and you can remove that category. I know that there are the tutorials in the that you can watch in the Empower Network that that talks a little bit about how you know, what steps you can take in order. So I'd probably recommend going into the Empower Network and just kind of following along with any. Let me see if it has it here. Once you go to transfer it over, I believe it might have the I'm timed out again. But they do have some resources there that that you can once you go through it, that will give you some helpful hints. So if you are having problems, that could be an issue, but I think they are working on it. Mine seemed to go through okay. And it's coming up at the top of the hour. That's relating. It's not about the old blog, but let me take a quick look here. Oh, that might have been a I might have misinterpreted that. Diane was writing, it's not about the old blog migrating, but where you point your domain, you cannot personalize this. Stu, I'm not sure exactly if that's referring to the domain mapping. You do have a selection of when you go into the domain mapping section. I've actually switched my domain name over that I was using on my legacy. But if you do go through the videos, I do have the sorry, reading the comments here. Okay, I do have a quick little 8-minute video on the domain mapping. Diane did bring it to the just brought it on the comments that there was a bug and it's not working correctly. If that's the case, I'm not aware of that. But they usually, if there is a bug, they're very diligent about getting that corrected. When you do log into your Klaatu dashboard, there is a list of the current bugs, fixes, and updates. So you can always take a look here to see what might be corrected if it's something specific that you've noticed that's been addressed. And of course, you could always open up a ticket with Empower Network. So I'm hoping that that will maybe steer you in the right direction. You could like I said, you can go through the bug updates and that, but I can probably, you know, with about 95% surety that that someone else has maybe addressed the issue, but it never hurts to double check and open a support ticket with Empower Network as well. So awesome. Let me just kind of do another double check. I don't think that I missed any of the questions. I know, yes. Phil, sometimes it goes a little quick, but, you know, that's one of the other reasons, too, while he's climbed right to the chart, because he does like to take a move, and he just cranks on everything. So I recommend, if you couldn't follow along during while he was going through the steps, to go when the recording is posted in the files section, just go through the video, and just like most of the tutorials, I know for myself, I usually will play for whatever it takes, 20, 30 seconds, pause, do the action, play, pause, do the action, and just walk right through the step by step. So that I think will make it a wrap. Did you want to put a bow on it there, Phil?
So yeah, sorry about talking too fast. Just too energetic all the time, I guess. But all I can say is, for a lot of people starting out, like myself, when I first started, it seems like a lot to take in. Like, I mean, I was hammering nails, and now I'm pressing buttons, so it's completely different. So what I recommend you do is, if you feel like you're getting frustrated with something, just completely leave it for half an hour, an hour, at night, whatever it takes. Go out and have a run, have a coffee somewhere, go see a friend. Just get your mind off it, and then jump back on. Like, you will get there. It just sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get your head around certain things. Like this blog, for me, it's going to take me a little bit to get my head around it because I've only just started looking at it. But you look in a few days, and that thing's going to look really good. So, yeah. So, hope you guys enjoy everything that we've taught you. And yeah, if you've got any questions, get them ready for next week's hangout, and we'll study up on them. And yeah, even send me a message if you want me to mention something next week if I'm here. So, yeah. Anything else, Todd?
I think that'll do it. So thank you very much, Phil, for taking the time out of your day, and thank you for everyone being here. And the recording will be available hopefully within the next couple hours. I just have to do a quick little conversion and get it posted into YouTube, and then I will be putting it in the file section. So everybody, have a great weekend, and of course, be unstoppable. Cheers, everybody. Thanks.
Unstoppable.
Awesome.